Yes, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our call for today. Today is Monday. The date is 13th of January, 2025. I want to celebrate with those that have had achievements. We have had different people rank up, some people trading and making some money, but also I want to stand in with those that have had challenges throughout the previous week. Markets are generally down, trades are floating a lot. And I also want to stand in with my brothers and sisters in Los Angeles that had a lot of wildfire that took off their prices. And this generally, on a certain percentage, is also affecting crypto space with some traders running high liquidations because of challenges. Markets are still at the same time, like I've done some audios on different platforms at the price they were in before the elections and in the previous history of the markets. After elections in 2017, we saw markets come down to around 36%. In 2020, markets went down to around 37%. And we are still at a down of around 9 to 10%. I may not be confident about my words, but markets may still continue going down a little bit before we experience an amazing run. I'll definitely say we are in the bull run. Okay, that must be a confident statement. And why is the statement very confident? Is because in a long run, markets are not yet back to the prices they were in the bear market of 2022, meaning we are just experiencing a retracement, but we are not in the bear market. So in the long run, we are in a bull run, but in the short term, we are having a retracement or a dip in the market currently. This requires you to do the right thing when it comes to, like, the trainer is going to take you through exposing your funds. You expose minimal funds. Okay, you focus on opening more margin calls. It's just an approach to what the market is doing currently. So strategies that will be shared, you'll see, will be focused on allowing you expose little money in the market to allow more money buy deep whenever coins are going down. That is key, especially where we are right now. The risk the risk management should be very low where we are right now, because the markets might still continue a little bit to move to the downside. Okay, that also put aside, like I usually say, whenever markets go down, they gain momentum. Whenever markets go down, they gain momentum to surpass their previous highs. And this is key. You need to understand that sooner than later, you'll be getting out of those floating losses you are having. I'll definitely say that in the next 2 to 3 months, like I've said in my audio, you'll see Ethereum above $3,500. Not also, it could surpass even $5,000. You'll see Solana, and it is also important that cryptocurrencies that have shown gain of momentum, cryptocurrencies like Solana, Sui, Mantra, and others that have shown momentum during the hard times of this season, will also be able to outperform cryptocurrencies, uh, other cryptocurrencies in the coming cycle of the bull market. We're not yet in the alta coin season, so but sooner than later, I believe we shall be able to get there. It requires you some patience. I've seen people become emotionally attached to trading, emotionally attached to markets. But ladies and gentlemen, like I usually say, you focus on what you can control. What you can control is your capital. Manage it well, reduce your risk, do not expose too much. And the other important factor is to be patient. I've been where you have been with some few other leaders here. I saw Bitcoin rise to $50,000 and down $15,000. And the ability and the power to keep in the market sits in that patience, reduce of risk, and understanding what you are dealing with. With that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, allow me welcome our V5, who is already in the call, that's going to take us through our trading experience. Welcome, everybody, and feel at home.
All right, all right. Good morning, good afternoon, crypto ambassadors, wherever you are across the world. My name is Sembacha Chris from Uganda. I'm one of the leaders that you are working with in Royal Q. And today is a Monday. So, Monday, we always have signals and presets. How do you set your signals within your Royal Q application? And the other way around, how do you save the strategies within your queue? So welcome back from the festive season. I know now people's minds are already settled for business. Hey, people's minds are now settled for business. Let's leave the excitement of the festive season and so many things. So right now, I think we are fully in business. So as the leaders said, the market is a little bit down. We are in a retracement time. So the market has retraced a bit. It has gone down a bit. So during this time, capital management is very important. You know, there are people that are even they don't want to see money on their Binance accounts. Whenever they see money which is not being used on their Binance accounts, they feel very bad. So the ability to notice when to trade and when you should not trade, that means you are becoming a real trader. I always tell my people that I train that not most of the time you are supposed to be in the market. Not most of the time that you're supposed to be in the market. Like the way how I trade, when you look at the way how I trade in the morning. That's around 4 or 5, then 6. That's I trade. I don't mostly enter the market within afternoon hours. Afternoon hours, I don't enter the market. I trade, that is morning, evening hours, and then at night. So the ability for you to identify when to enter the market, sorry, is very important. So capital management this time around is very important. Don't expose all your money in in as fast buying amount. Some people do that. So there's a screenshot which was moving around. I saw someone having like was it around $8,000? $8,000. I saw a person as if he was trading 16 coins. 16 coins. I don't believe in that. Over trading and capital management was not seen there. It was seen. The person did not know how to control the capital, and then I believe that if we are to trade, someone can trade one coin with more margin calls and you trade in sub-bin mode real-time settlement. However much the coin dips, you remain getting some money, remain getting some money, remain getting some money. But this system of people trading very many coins with little capital, I don't know where people are getting that system. I don't know, but it is going to affect you. Those ones who are following the way I trade, you always see me trading one coin. You always see me trading one coin. Those that follow the way I'm trading. Good enough, when I trade, I share with you. I share with you, but I mostly trade one coin. One coin per time. One coin per time. I open up more margin calls for it. I open up more margin calls for it. Then after opening up more margin calls, I leave the trade to run. It is until the coin is being sold by the robot, then I trade another one. But if I'm to trade another one and it is not within my time that I set for myself to trade, I don't enter the market. I don't enter the market. Discipline in trading, it is very important. If you are to become a trader as you want, discipline in trading. You see, there is a time I traded two coins and I posted on my training group. Then I told my my team, what I did is wrong. I traded two coins, but my program is to trade one. You should have your own principles that you follow when you are trading. So I told them it is wrong. I'm supposed to trade one coin. That's what I programmed for myself. Discipline is very important. Then I told you I mostly trade in the morning, early morning. That is around it 4, 5, 6, 7, around there. Early morning, that's when I always enter the market. Then when it comes to afternoon hours, I don't go into the market. Then I go into the market in the evening. Then from there at night. And people with much capital, people, if you have more capital, to trade with, there is something I always do, but it requires someone when we sit down and I explain to you. Most of the coins, when you are trading them, when you set a coin, tap and you command your robot to go into the market, you find yourself that either this coin can retrace, can go down, or it can either go up. Now, people with much capital, you have advantage of the market. Only that you may have that much capital when you don't have time for the business. But for us who are doing the business 24, we are doing the business full time. We have that time that we do our business. What I noticed about this coin is when you set a coin, it has two things it does. One, it may go down, it may retrace. After entering the market, it may retrace down. And it retraces down for your robot to continue to buy. Or when you enter the coin like this, it has the habit of going up. Most of the time when I'm trading, I don't wait for 3%. I don't wait for 3%. Hey. So let me share the screen. Though this one works for people with much more capital and when you have time. When you have what? When you have time. So there are those that say you don't have time, but money, me, I think money is everything. Can have time for it. The system that I use for trading, I don't wait for 3%. If I have my capital, let's say I am starting a trade. I want to set my robot. I am starting a trade. For example, I open my royal queue. When I open my royal queue and I want to run a trade, for example, this one here. This one works for people with much more capital. I may decide to put here $4,000 as first buying amount. I put $4,000 as first buy in amount. Then I come here and select a strategy. You see this strategy, it is for $200. It is for 200 what? $200. So meaning that these margin calls are for $200. So when I come here and I tap this strategy, the margin calls are going to come here. But on my first time, when I want the robots to buy, I put $4,000. $4,000. Then I activate the trade. I activate the trade and I click on create. After that, I come back to trade setting and I change from $4,000. Then I put $5 for the robot to buy these 34 margin calls using $5. Therefore, in case this coin goes up, when I have invested $4,000 in the coin, me, I don't wait for 3%. I don't wait for 3%. If this coin goes up by 1%, and I have invested $4,000, what is 1% of $4,000? What is 1% of $4,000? That is 1 divided by what? 100. This is 0.01 times 4,000. You realize that I already have my $40 in the pocket. So if you have much capital, you may not wait for the 3%. You're going to deliver 3%. Because even the more they take a profit, the longer you stay in the market. Me, I just take 1% or 2% from the market. When I have this capital, I make my $80. Then I go and I enter another coin. I leave the coin. I leave the coin. But this system works for people with more capital, because more capital gives you more profit. You cannot be trading with the $40 and then you expect 1%. $40 is how much? It's 0. Something. So it is a business of capital. So those that want to make profit. Let me first see this one who is interrupting. I'll put you in the waiting room. So for those ones that want this system, you can see the coin from here. You see? If you're making profit and you see that the coin is giving you some small amount of money and you have that much capital, you don't wait. You just come here and you click on the sell button, you sell, and you move away from the market and you trade another one. I can trade three coins in a day, getting $40. That is how much? $40. $40, 3 coins in a day, and I end up getting this is 80 plus 40, $120 a day. When I've traded 3 coins and I've just taken 1%. I've just taken 1% from the what? From the market. So I've told you that these coins have a tendency. I've been following up. Some coins, when you trade them, they go up. They go up. Others, when you have just activated them, they instead come down. So when they come down, remember, I already have my margin calls, which are 34 margin calls. And the first buy in amount is 5. The first buy in amount is 5. So even when the coin goes down, still my robot is going to buy the 34 margin calls using $5. But if the coin goes up, I'll be selling, and the profit I'm going to be making is going to be on $4,000. On $4,000. So meaning that if this coin dips down, the robot is buying 34 times, meaning that it will be adding another $200 in the market for margin calls. For margin calls in case the coin goes down. So people with capital enjoy the market. People with capital enjoy the market. I'm telling you. People with capital enjoy the market. Unless if you are greedy. Yeah, greedy. Me, I don't wait for 3%. No. When I have my capital, I don't wait for 3%. I just put $4,000 or $5,000 in a trade. Then I come here, I change the second first buying amount here. I change it. I put my margin calls here. I leave the robot to take control. But when I see the coin has hit 1%, because sometimes the coin may go to 2% and it doesn't reach 3% in time. So I don't wait for 3%. If 2% has been hit and the coin is giving me money, I go out from the trade. I go out from the trade and then go and find another one to trade. If it does the same, then I move out from the trade. So in a day, I can trade 3 coins. That's when if I get the target profit that I want. So people with capital, however, that's not what I have come to teach. It was just a by the way for people with trading capital. You don't need. I saw someone with $7,000, $7,000 trading 10 coins, and then I was wondering, how is this person managing the capital? See, I don't wait for the trade to retrace down. No. Okay. Today, let's talk about the super start small. Last time I talked about start small and win big strategy of people using little capital. Of people using little capital. That was $30. Now, if you have $100, if you have $100 and above, this strategy can work for you. Those people using $100 and above, the strategy can work for you. So if you have learned something in what I've told you, then that is okay. Hey, you have learned something. It was just a by the way. It was just a hey, someone is saying 1% take a profit and I'm out. Yes. So 1% take a profit, I'm out. That's what I do because I have my capital for trading. I don't get I don't need so much profit from the market because my capital, even when the market rises a little bit, I get more profit because I have much capital. Okay, so I've come to talk about the super start small and win big strategy for people using $100 and above. So if you are using $100 and above, what should you consider to this strategy? The strategy is called the super start small and win big strategy. It is called the super start small and win big strategy. What should you consider about this strategy? One, you are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Then the AI margin call should be off. AI margin call should be off. AI margin call should be off. That's what you should consider. AI margin call should be off. And then the other thing you should consider is that this strategy, it has 2 first buy-in amounts. The strategy has 2 first buy-in amounts. It has 2 FFBA, first buy-in amounts. This strategy, it is called the super start small and win big strategy. It is for people using $100 and above. It is for people using $100 and above. So if you don't have $100 and above, you cannot use this strategy. You cannot use the what? The strategy. If you don't have $100 and above. It is called the super start small and win big. Last Monday, the one I talked about, it was called start small and win big. Today we are on super start small and win big strategy. Now, $100 trade one coin. $200 trade one coin. $300 trade one coin. $500 trade one coin. $1,000 one coin. $2,000. I would say one, or you can decide to trade it two coins. That's now in the first coin you will invest $1,000, and in the second coin you will also invest $1,000. That's when you have traded two. But if you can decide to trade one, so $600 trade one coin, $700 one coin, $800 one coin, $900 one coin. Why are you trading one coin? Trading one coin gives you a chance to open up more margin calls that give you safety in the market. That give you safety in the market. And as a trader, you should be able to change the strategy depending on the market condition. So right now, we are in a retracement phase of the market. The market is going a little bit down. Are we together? So what would you do? You would reduce on the first buying amounts and increase on the number of margin calls to have safety in the market. Don't remain in a strategy when the market has changed its movement. Someone will ask me, how do you know that the market has changed the movement? How do you know? How do you know that the market has changed the trend? So when you look at here, controls 50%. 50% of the what? Of the market. Controls 50% of the market, right? So as a trader, before maybe you enter a trade, you must look at the performance of. Are we together? Look at the performance of BTC before you enter the market, because BTC controls. So BTC into $108,000. Then right now, that's right now that the market has retraced a little bit, because BTC controls the market 50%. So when the price of BTC goes up, you are going to see some coins. I've used the word some coins, not all. Not all. Some coins, you will see them when they are also going up. And when it goes down, you are going to also see some other coins going down. So the performance of BTC affects the market if you can check. If sometimes you can go here and check when BTC has gone down, then you come to your royal queue. If you look at, you will see most of the coins will be in red because of BTC going down. But when it starts to come up, you are also going to see that some coins are going to change from red color to green color. Are we together? From red color to what? To green color. Not all of them, but some also do that. Okay. So now we go to the calculation of the super start small and win big strategy. Super start small and win big strategy. $100, I said you trade one coin. You are going to use 15%. If you are so fearful of the market, use 15%. There are some that don't fear, they use 50%, 30%, or 40%. But if you know that you are fearful of the market and you need more margin calls that give you safety in the market, use 15%. Use 15%. 15% of what? Of your trading capital. What is your trading capital? $100. 15% of what? Of your trading capital. What is your trading capital? $200. Let's say. Now, I'm giving you an example of $100. We are calculating what we call the super start small and win big strategy according to the capital you have. Let's say you are having $100. I said trade one coin. You are going to use 15% of, when we say 15%, some people who don't know mathematics, when they say percent, a percentage is always on 100. A percentage is always on 100. So when someone tells you 1%, it means 1 divided by 100. When they say 15%, it means 15 divided by 100. That's what we are talking about. So it is going to be 15%, which is 15 divided by 100, times your capital, which is $100. Now, 15 divided by 100, it is giving you 0.115, and 0.15 times $100, which is your trading capital. So 0.15 times 100, it is giving you $15. It gives you $15. $15, it becomes our initial first buy in amount. It is our initial first buy in amount. This is our initial first buy in amount, $15. That if we want to trade this one coin, if we want to trade that one coin, we are going to first invest $15 as our first buy in amount. We are going to first invest $15 as our first buy in amount in this coin. Now, what is the remaining balance for margin calls? What is the remaining dollars for margin calls? What are the remaining dollars for margin calls? It is going to be 100 minus 15. Where is 15 coming from? 15 is the first, these are first dollars that we invested in this coin at first. Then we are going to remain with 85. We shall remain with $85. We shall remain with $85. So these $85, we are going to allocate them for margin calls. We shall allocate them for margin calls, that in case this coin goes down, let the robot continue buying the margin calls using $85, which was our remaining balance. So we shall divide this by 5. 85 divided by 5. 5 is our second, it is our second first buy in amount. That after the robot buying the coin we want to trade, after the robot buying it using $15, then we shall change from $15 and we put 5, which 5 is our second first buy in amount. Then that means if you divide 85 divided by 5, you are getting 17. 17 becomes the number of margin calls. 17 becomes the number of margin calls. That means the robot is going to buy 17 times when the market drops down, but each time the robot will buy, it is going to be adding in $5. It will be adding in $5. Now, when you get 17 times 5, do you see that you are getting $85, which was the money we shall use for margin calls? Which was the money we shall use for margin calls. So the robot is going to buy 17 times. when the market drops, but each time the robot will be buying, it is going to use $5, which was our second first buy in amount. So the robot is buying 17 times 5, because each time the robot is buying is adding in $5, and therefore we are getting $85, which was our remaining balance for margin calls. If you have understood that, type 1 in the chat. Type 1 in the chat if you have understood that. If you have understood that, type 1 in the chat. Type 1 in the chat if you have understood that. If you have understood that, type 1 in the chat. If you have understood that, type 1 in the chat. Now this one who cannot mute himself. What if I put you into the waiting room and you shout from there? You cannot remove your microphone. I'll put you in the waiting room. You wait for me from there. Okay. So you have got to the point. Now, the same way you calculate for $100, the same way you calculate for $100, it is the same way you are going to calculate for $200, $300, $500, $600, $700, $1,000, $2,000. If your capital is 200, trade one coin. It is going to be 15% of $200. So 15 divided by 100, it is 0.15 times $200. 0.15 times $200. 0.15 times $200. And here you get $30. You get $30. You get $30. $30 is your first buy in amount. It is your initial. It is your initial first buy in amount. $30. It is your initial first buy in amount. Now, what is the remaining balance? What could be the remaining balance for margin calls? It is going to be 200, which is your capital, minus $30. $30, your initial first buy in amount, and you remain with $170. Now, we shall use the $170 for margin calls, that in case the market goes down, the robot will buy margin calls using $170. Now, divide this by 5. Because you cannot change from $30 and you put 170. No. We have to get what we call a second first buy in amount that can fit in our 170, in our $170. So it is going to be 170 divided by 5. 5 is our second, it is our second first buy in amount. So 170 divided by 5, it gives you 34. It gives you 34 margin calls. 34 margin calls. I told you, margin calls, a number of times the market will drop. These are number of times the market will drop. So we are assuming that if the market drops by 34 times, if the market drops by 34 times, that's why I tell you that trading with margin calls, it is a safety net. It is a plan B for you, that if the market fails to go up, for my robot to sell using $30, and the market instead it comes down, let my robot continue to buy. Let my robot continue to to buy. So we are assuming that according to your capital, $200, if the market drops by 34 times, that means you have safety in the market. Now, I just feel pity to people who don't trade with margin calls. And then you visit our inbox, someone told me, I was on TikTok and I followed someone who told you that everyone who is on TikTok, you are supposed to follow them. Who told you that everyone on TikTok, you are supposed to follow them? I was teaching, I was following someone, and someone who is talking about cycle. Then I put my coin in cycle. He was teaching and said, cycle is the best. Then I changed my coin and put in cycle. My friend. So we are assuming 34 times. The market is dropping 34 times. And our first buy is $5. So if you calculate 34 times 5, it gives you $170 for margin calls. That means we have used the 5 to help us allocate the $170 to be used for margin calls. That's why we divided 170 divided by 5, and we got 34. And 34 is the number of margin calls. 5 is our first buy. It is our first buy in amount. So 34 times 5, you get 170 for margin calls. Very simple. Meaning that the robot will buy 34 times, but each time the robot will buy, it is going to be adding in $5. It will be adding in $5 each time the robot will buy. So that means you have allocated your capital very well. If the market does not drop down for the robot to buy margin calls, it will sell on the $30 that went in the market at first. It will sell on the $30 that went in the market at first. So if you have got something, type a 2 in the chat. Let me see. Type a 2 in the chat. How do we set in the first buy in amount? Why do you rush? Are you going somewhere? Or you mean I have forgotten? How do we set in the first buy in amount in Royal Q? Why are you rushing? Okay. So you have understood. All right. Now, let's go to our Royal Q. And I give you how you can save. What changes with this strategy? It is the number of margin calls depending on your capital, the first buy in amount or the initial first buy in amount. The initial first buy in amount changes depending on your capital, but the first buy in amount is 5. The first buy in amount is 5. Is what? This person is, some people need to follow our YouTube channel. Let me go to my Royal Q. Open your Royal Q. This is my Royal Q. This is my Royal Q. This is the interface of Royal Q. There is a word mine here. Down there. There is a word mine. Click on mine. After clicking on mine, come and you click on my strategy setting. My strategy setting. Click on my strategy setting. If you have some strategies that you have saved like me, you are going to click on this plus button here. If you don't have any strategy saved within your Royal Q, you will find the word add it now here in blue color. add it now. You will find the word add it now in blue color there. But if you have saved some strategies like me, you are going to click on the plus button. You will click on the plus button. When you click on the plus button, they are going to bring you on this interface. There is a word remark. There is a word remark. You are going to click on the word optional. When you click on the word optional, the word remark means you want to give a name to the strategy. You want to give a name. This person here, people. So you want to give a name to the strategy here. What is the name of the strategy? It is super start small and win big. And win big strategy. You should be able to identify and the capital you want to use. Now, me, I want to save a strategy called super start small and win big strategy. But what is the capital? $100. So you also include it here. Super start small and win big, $100. Now, we come on the first buy number. We come on the first buy in amount. I told you the strategy has two first buy in amounts. It has two first buy in amounts. We have the initial first buy in amount and the second first buy in amount. So when you are saving, you put the initial. You first put the first one or the initial first buy in amount. Let's say I told you $100 trade one coin, and I said you are going to use $15 as your first buy in amount. You are going to use 15% of $100 as your initial first buy in amount. What is 15%? It is 15 divided by 100, which is 0.15 times $100, and this gives you $15. So $15 becomes your FFBA. It is your initial first buy in amount. Therefore, when you are saving the strategy, here you are going to put 15 because 15 is your initial first buy in amount. Come on, AI margin call, switch it off. This one, switch it off. Then we want to come to the number of margin call. Margin call limit. Margin call limit. It means the number of margin calls. It means the times the market will drop. Number of times the market will drop. That's what it means. Margin call limit. And how do we calculate the number of margin calls for $100 trading capital? Using the strategy called the super start small and win big strategy. Very simple. $100 trade one coin. You are going to use 15% of $100, which is 0.15 times 100, and this gives us $15, which is our initial first buy in amount. Now, what is the remaining balance? What is the remaining balance for margin calls? The remaining balance is $100 minus 15. 15 is our initial first buy in amount, and this gives us 85. It gives us $85. $85, divide this by 5. 5 is your second first buy. It is your second first buy in amount. When you divide the 85, divide by 5, the answer you get, it is the number of margin calls. The answer you get, it is the number of margin calls. That is 85 divided by 5, and this gives us 17. 17 becomes the number of margin calls, or 17 becomes what we call margin call limit. Margin call limit means the number of margin calls. So 17 becomes our number of margin calls. Now, here comes the question. What should we put here on the number of margin calls? What should we put here on margin call limit? What should we put here on margin call limit? What should we put there? According to the strategy we are saving and the capital, what should we put there? What should we put there? What should we put there? Let me see. What should we put there? What should we put there? Now, this one who is saying 18, 16, this one who is saying 16 and 18, where do you get your answer? Even after calculating for you, and where do you get your answer exactly? You is saying 18, and this one who is saying 16, where do you get your answer? Where do you get your answer? Because I've calculated for you very well. Very well, and I've been using very nice English. Where do you get your answers? Are you the confuser or the confusee? I don't know. Are you the confuser or the confusee? Because have I talked about -1? Huh? Have I talked about -1? Did you hear it when I was teaching you? Now, when you are to grasp or to get these settings, your mind should be flexible. Now, some people's minds are fixed in what we call the start small and win big strategy. And this one, the name is super start small and win big strategy. They don't see the difference in the calculations plus the other one. Hey, you are the confusee. Okay. Yeah. You put here 17. You put here 17. Then we have what we call whole position take a profit ratio. And this is the amount of profit you want from the coin. That in case the robot buys and it sells the coin, how much profit by percentage do you want from this coin? How much profit by percentage do you want from this coin? So here you put 3.001 here. 3.01. Then we have what we call whole position take a profit callback. Here you put 0.1. And what does it mean? This means you have given your robot a benefit of doubt. You have given it a benefit of doubt. What benefit of doubt? Benefit of doubt is that if the market goes up by 3.01, which is your take a profit, and it retraces. To retrace, it means to come down. Some of the crypto terms, crypto is a very big industry that it has a vocabularies that people use, and you may not understand them. But the more you will keep with us, you'll understand some things. To retrace, it means to come a little bit down. And you are telling the robot that when the market goes up by 3.01 and it retraces down by 0.1, please sell. Please sell. Please do what? Please sell. So in this case, you may not get exactly 3%. Some people come to our inbox and they ask, Leader, I set my robot to give me 3%, but when it sold, it gave me 2.9 something. But when I set 3%, it means you have given it a benefit of doubt. It's like you are selling something at $10. You're having an employee, and then you tell the person, this t-shirt is for $10. I'm selling it $10. But when someone comes with $9, please give them. When someone comes with $9, give them. Your target profit was $10, but you created what we call a benefit of doubt. Then you told the person, if someone comes with $9, you give them it is okay, but I want 10. But I want 10. This is it here. I want 3%. I want 3 what? 3%. But if the market goes up by 3% and it is coming back a little bit down by 0.1, please sell. Hey, please do what? Please sell. That's what you are telling the robot. The same thing here. You are selling a t-shirt at $10, but you tell someone, if you have 9, it is okay, you can give me. I can accept it also, but your target is 10 what? $10. So that's what we mean by whole portion take a profit ratio. Then you come on margin configuration. Margin configuration. We have this word called drop. Don't know if you guys see it. We have this word called margin call drop. Margin call drop, it is a percentage at which the market will drop. It is a percentage at which the market will drop. Don't want these things to confuse you. Margin call limit, it is the number of times the market will drop. Now, when we say the market will drop 17 times, at the same time, we have to create percentages at which the market will drop in the 17 times. Hey, when we say the market will drop 17 times, because 17, it is the number of times the market will drop. We said the market will drop 17 times, but it will drop at which percentage on a given drop? On a given drop, the market will drop at which percentage? That's what we mean by, when you come here and you click on margin configuration, that's what we mean by margin call drop. You see, these are the 17 times. These are the 17 times the market will drop. But we have to create percentages. This is a symbol of percent. We have to create percentages at which the market will drop. So the percentages are 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, then 0.5 throughout, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. So we are saying that the market will drop at 17 times, which is the number of margin calls, or what we call margin call limit. Now, on the first call, at what percentage will the market drop? 0.2. Second call, if the market drops by 0.3. Third call, if the market drops by 0.4. Fourth call, if the market drops by 0.5. 50th call if the market drops by 0.5 again. 60th call if the market drops by 0.5 up to down here on the 70th call. Now we have what we call multiple buy-in ratio. Multiple buy-in ratio. Multiple, it means multiplication. It means multiplication. The robot multiplies as it buys. What does it multiply? It is going to multiply your second first buy-in amount, which is 5. That's why after activating the trade, after we activate the trade, or after commanding our robot to buy for the first time, we shall change from $15 to $5, which is our second first buy in amount. In that, the robot will buy the 17 margin calls using $5. So here, what are we going to do? On this multiple buy-in ratio, we are going to put one time, throughout, one time throughout up to 17th margin call. So what does it mean? What does it mean? Pay much more attention. When we change our first buy-in amount, or the initial first buy-in amount, from $15 to 5, it means when the market goes down, the robot is going to buy the 17 margin calls, because the robot only buys the margin calls when the market goes down. I repeat the statement. The robot only buys margin calls when the market goes down. When the market goes down. If the market does not go down for the robot to buy these margin calls, and instead the market goes up, the robot will sell according to $15 that went in the market at first. The $5 are being added in slowly through the margin calls when the market drops down. Here is the point. Parents on this platform. Parents on this platform. Help us. Parents. I told you people who come in video, you will get ashamed one day. People don't know how to use Zoom. You will be in your bedroom listening to the training, and then you are naked. You are naked, not knowing that you are on the Zoom. So we shall see. Okay. People who come on the Zooms and you are not mindful of whether you are in video or you are in audio, you will get ashamed for nothing. Yeah, I know people listen to these trainings when you are in the bed. When you are in the bed, lying on your bed. You'll be coming out from the bathroom naked when your phone is being put there. For us, we shall laugh and we shall have nothing to do. Be mindful. This is an international thing. And Zoom is very funny. Sometimes we see people dozing, seriously sleeping when they are in the training. You see them in video. Someone is seriously dozing. That is running. Okay. So we are here on the first buy-in amount. When you change this to $5, after you have commanded your robot to buy this coin you are going to trade using $15, change from $15 and you put 5. I will show you when do you change. When do you change from $15 to $5? But here I'm trying to explain to you to learn something. When you change from $15 to $5 here, to $5 here. What does it mean? It means the robot is going to buy the 17 margin calls using $5. Using five what? $5 in case the market goes down. And where do we set this from? From here on margin configuration. We set it from here on what we call multiple buying ratio. That's why here we have put 5, of which we have put one time, which I told you, the robot multiplies the number you have put here, it multiplies the number you have put here, times your second first buying amount of $5. So meaning that when the market drops by 0.2 on the first call, the robot is going to buy one more time. It will buy one more time, of which this is multiple, and this is going to be 1 times 5. 1 times 5. Because it is multiple buy, and the robot multiplies the number you have put here times your second first buying amount of $5. So the same thing here. When the market drops by 0.3, the robot is going to buy one more time, which is 1 times 5 again. So each time the robot will buy, it is going to be adding in $5. What is 1 times 5? What is 1 times 5? What is 1 times 5? What is 1 times 5?
It's
What
5.
is 1 times 5? Hey, some people, they may not understand that. What is 1 times 5? What is 1 times 5? So, if it is 5, that means, because this is multiple buy, the robot multiplies as it buys, and I told you it multiplies the number you have put here times your second first buying amount, which is $5, times your second first buying amount, which is 5 what? Which is $5. So meaning that whenever the market drops at a certain percentage, whenever the market drops at a certain percentage, the robot is going to buy one time, which is 1 times 5. 1 times 5. 1 times 5. 1 times 5. This is the reason as to why we change from $15 to 5. From $15 to what? To 5. Because if you don't change from $15 to 5, if you don't change from $15 to 5, what is going to happen? People are very funny. Someone may ask me, if I don't change now, what will happen if I don't change? I have told you change. Are we together? So if you don't change from $15 to 5, what will happen? It means that the robot is going to use the $15 to buy the margin calls here, to buy the 17 margin calls, meaning that each time the market will drop, the robot is buying one time, which is 1 times 15. Because you have left your first buying amount in $15, so here it is going to be 1 times 15. 1 times 15. 1 times 15. So the robot is going to be buying 17 times 15. 17 times 15. 17 times 15. 17 times 15, which is $255. This is $255, which you don't have on your Binance. And remember the strategy we have saved, it is for $100. It is for $100. But When you change from 15 to 5, when you change from 15 to 5, it means that the robot is going to be using $15. It is going to be using $5 to buy the 17 margin calls, which is 17 times 5. 17 times 5, it is giving us $85. $85 plus the $15 that went in the market at first, plus the $15 that went in the market at first, plus $15 that went in the market at first, and this gives us 100. It gives us $100, which is your trading capital and the strategy you are saving, which is our trading capital and the strategy you are saving, which is our trading capital and the strategy you are saving. It is for $100. If you have got to the point, type a 3 in the chat. Hey, type a 3 in the chat. Ah, type a 3 in the chat if you have got to the point. Type a 3 in the chat if you have got to the point. The reason why you change from from 15 to $5, so that the robot can buy the 17 margin calls using $5. So if you don't change, it means your capital is going beyond what you don't have. What you don't have. Therefore, the robot will bring for you insufficient. Margin calls have been stopped due to insufficient funds on your exchange. What if the market drops below 17? The market drops below. You're saying above 17 or below? I'm not understanding. Below is what? Down or above 17? Just ask the question very well, and I give you the answer. If the market drops above 17 times, that's what you mean, above 17 times. So the robot will stop buying because it has used all your money. It will stop buying because it has used all your money that you have allocated it to use. But if you have another money, you can open up more margin calls. More margin calls. If you have another money, you can open up more margin calls. Wait, my brother. Why are you running? Bisaso. When do you change from 15? Why are you rushing? Very slowly. You mean that what I have told you here, you have understood it all? What I have just talked about, you have understood it all, and what you are remaining with is to change from $15 to $5, which is even very easy. Why are you rushing? Why do we switch off the margin calls? Because we want our robot to buy very fast. Hey, if you don't switch off the margin calls, then the robot will not buy those margin calls very fast. And remember, you have opened up very many margin calls. Someone is telling me time. Go on. Time. No, if you feel that you are tired, you can go. You can go where you are going. You can go where you are going. So you want to put me on pressure? Hmm? You can go where you are going. No problem. No problem. Go on time. Hey, go. I'm doing a voluntary work. Do you pay me, my brother, telling me go on time? Do you give me any money? You don't know that I'm doing a voluntary work. Whereby I'm not paid anything. Or you think you are paying me? Okay. Okay. Ah. Yes, come on, buy in callback. Buy in callback. So buy in callback, put for me 0.01, 0.01. Then come on sub position, take a profit. Sub position, take a profit callback here. You put for me 0.01 also. So why are you putting here 0.01? Because we want our robot to buy very fast our margin calls. So this means how long will the robot take after buying the first call? How long will it take to buy the second margin call? This is 0.01. Then come here on strategy period. Strategy period. You put in, you click, and it goes to one shot. When it goes to one shot, leave it there. Why are you trading in one shot? Want that when the robot buys the coin and the market rises, when it sells it, give me back my capital. Give me back my capital and the profit I have made so that I can go and select another coin. Now, there is also a very simple question, a very serious question that people ask. I see my robot selling, but the coin is still trading. The coin is trading, but I see my robot is seriously selling. I don't know what is happening. The coin is not coming out, but I see my robot selling. So it is selling the margin calls. Let me give you an example for you to understand. You are having 10 t-shirts. You bought 10 t-shirts. You bought 10 t-shirts. You bought 10 t-shirts. So I'm giving an example for someone to understand that question because it is a very common question. My robot is selling, but the coin is still trading. The coin is still in the market, but my robot is selling. I don't know. What is it selling? You have 10 t-shirts, and on your 10 t-shirts, you sell 16. You sell six of them. Does it mean that the t-shirts have got finished? Does it mean that the t-shirts have got finished? I need the answers. You have 10 t-shirts. You have 10 t-shirts. And on the 10 t-shirts, you sell 6 of them. You sell 6 of them. Does it mean that the t-shirts are all finished? You have 10, but you have sold 6. Does it mean that the t-shirts are all finished? Let me see. Does it mean that the t-shirts are all finished? The answer is no. So if it is no, that's why you find your robot that is selling and it is giving you profit, yet the coin is still trading. That means the coin has not been sold 100%. The robot is selling what we call sub-sales. You are getting what we call sub-sales. Sub-sales come from the margin calls the robot has bought. They come from the margin calls the robot has bought. So the coin has not been sold completely. Okay. So we move away from there. Here you come and you save in. Then come down here and you save your strategy. Tap the strategy, it is saved. It is here. This is the strategy. Now you have finished to save it. Did you see that I have saved $15? I have saved $15 as my first buying amount. Now we are going to see how you can change from $15 to $5. If you are given a signal, if you are given a signal, you have signals, very many different signals. I just feel very pity to people who don't attend the training. You keep on missing. We have different kind of signals. We have signals of current price, and then we have signals of preset. If you are given this kind of signal, when you have already saved your strategy, I repeat the statement. When you have already saved your strategy and you are given this kind of signal, this is a signal. A signal is a coin given to you to set in your RoyalQ account. They go on to tell you, don't trade the signal after 5 minutes, after 4 minutes. Don't trade the coin after 4 minutes. What does it mean when they tell you don't trade after 4 minutes? Look at the time at which this coin was sent. This is the time. WhatsApp will always show you time. When was this signal sent in the group? The signal was sent in the group at 53 minutes past 10. But when you look at the time right now, when you look at the time right now, what is the time? The time is 26 minutes. 26 minutes past 11. 26 minutes past 11. That means you cannot enter this coin. You cannot enter it. It has passed 4 minutes. It has passed 4 minutes. Some people, I don't know what is wrong with you. You go in the group, ask a question: can I trade this coin? Can I enter this one? You know, I've been offline. Now, can I enter this coin? Can I enter this one? That question is very, very fake. Just look at the time when was the signal sent, and you look at the current time. Look at the current time on your phone. What is the time on your phone right now? This signal was sent by 53 minutes past 10. But right now, it is 27 minutes past 11. 27 minutes past what? 11. Meaning that the coin has passed the time you are told to trade or to set this coin. Don't enter it. Don't enter it. Leave it. Wait for another one.
I have 18.
Are we together? Wait for what? Wait for another one. So, when you are given such kind of a signal here, and you have saved your strategy in RoyalQ, the drops, you don't need them. These ones, you don't need them. These ones, you don't need them. This one, you don't need it. What you need from the coin, it is the name. When you are given this kind of signal, the name of the coin. Maybe also that they take a profit. They have told you take 2%. When they tell you take 2%, at just where we have put 3.01 change and you put 2%. Are we together? So now, how do you set this one? Come to your RoyalQ, click on search, click here, that search bar. Come and you click on all. Click on all. Then look for the name of the coin. The coin is called Wing. 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 It is here. This is the trading pair they have told you. Trade Wing stroke USDT. Come here. Look for Wing. It is here. Type it here. RoyalQ will bring it. When it brings it, click on I understand. After I understand, then come and you click on create down here. Then come and you click on create. Click on create again. Come and you click on trade setting. Come and you click on manual create. Manual create. Then click on this word, choose a strategy setting. Choose a strategy setting. Click on it. When you click on it, they are going to bring to bring you to this page. They will bring you to this page of strategy. This page of strategies that you saved. Strategies that you saved. So this is our strategy that we saved over $100. Click on the strategy anywhere. Click on the strategy anywhere. When we say click on the strategy anywhere, we mean anywhere. Someone, people, you are very funny. Me, sometimes I say now this person really. Some people I tell them click on the strategy anywhere. Someone is asking question, where? Where can I click? Where? This one all is a strategy. That's why you are seeing even Royal Q is separating them. There is a line that is separating them. All of this is a strategy. When we say click on the strategy anywhere, we mean click on the strategy here. Tap. When you click on it, the settings are entering. Change the first buy in amount to 15, which is your first buy in amount. Then change from warehouse to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. To sub-bin mode real-time what? Settlement here. Are we together? Then scroll down, and you click on save. What have I changed? I changed the mode here to sub-bin mode. Mark the things that change. The first buy in amount changes, and this one changes to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Then you click on choose a strategy. Choose a strategy. You click here on the strategy that you want to use. Tap. The settings will enter. These settings, they will enter. Then change the coin from warehouse mode to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Some people have a problem. I don't know. If you are busy, you don't set a trade if you are rushing. Cool down and do something which is okay. Some people tell me, when I was setting it, I forgot to change it to real-time settlement. Then who's the problem? Who's the problem? If you forgot now, who's the problem? Who's the problem? Me, I've told you, change it to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. You are rushing. Who's the problem if you didn't change? Change it to sub-bin mode real-time settlement, and then here to $15. Then you come and you click on save down here. You click on sure. You click on sure. After clicking on sure, click on activate. Click on activate. Then you click on create. Then you click on what? You click on create. Immediately you click on create, come back to trade setting. Let me show you. You click on create, immediately come back to trade setting. Don't waste the time. Change from $15 to $5. Then you click on save. Do you see that the $15 have gone in the market right now? The $15 have gone in the market right now. For those ones who have more capital, do you see what I've told you? That mostly when you set a coin at first, the coin rises a little bit. It rises a little bit. If you have put in more capital, then it rises a small percentage. You come out from the market. Very simple. So come back to trade setting here. You change from $15 to $5 here, just like I've done. Then you click on save. Are you seeing that the robot has bought the first call? It has bought the first call, meaning that it has added in another $5. So the $15 have become 20. They have become 20. If I have put in $4,000 here and the coin has risen by, it has risen by 0.81, which profit? So here I can decide to sell because I'm making profit, and I click on market price and I click on sure. I'll get my profit of 0.17. I get my profit. So if you have more capital, me, I don't wait for 3%. If I have more capital, I invest $4,000 in a coin. These coins have a tendency. You set it, it goes up. If it goes up, you sell by $4,000. If it goes down, you have margin calls for safety. The one I started with, those ones who started with me in the training. So that is it. You change from $5. You change from $15 to $5 immediately after clicking on create. Come back to trade setting. You change from $15 to $5 and you save. It's not hard. That is very easy. Unless you are lazy. Hey, unless you are what? You are lazy. But if you are not lazy, you are like you are hardworking like me. Hey, if you are not what? If you are not lazy, you can make the money capital. Someone once said in Royal Chu, you need more capital, or you need to invite people. Now the question is, if you have understood that you need capital or to invite people, what have you done for you to be successful? What have you done? Are you inviting people or you are adding in capital? Someone is asking me to someone is asking me, repeat. Go to our YouTube channel. Go to our YouTube channel. Me, I repeat. I repeat. So those ones who were with me at first when I was starting this training, I told you a secret. Those that have more trading capital, you don't wait. Now, provided I have put $4,000 and that coin has risen by 0.87%. Hey, 0.87% of $4,000. Let's see. 0.87 times $4,000 times 0.87%. That is divided by 100, which is 0. This is 0.0087 times 4,000. 0.0087 times $4,000. Do you see that this coin was already giving me $34? The coin was already giving me $34. When I have not even waited for 1%, when I have not even waited for 2%, but the coin has just risen by 0.87%, and I have invested $4,000. I will be making a profit of $34. I close the trade. I'm not greedy in the market because what? I don't control the market. What I can control is my capital and the settings of the robot. That's what I can control. But I don't control in the market. I don't control the market. I trade wisely. Now, imagine, just imagine if I traded that coin and it has given me $34. And I trade another one, it gives me $34 using the same capital. And I trade another one giving me $34, and I trade 3 coins in the same way. I will make more profit than you who is waiting for 3% because I have more capital. I'm not telling you to trade this way, but me that's how I trade. And I make my profit. Because I have that capital. Now, if you know that this is a capital business, it needs capital, and you know that you don't have capital, then you have another way round of making money, of investing, of inviting people to be part of you. Why don't you utilize that chance and you grow your capital? Why don't you utilize that chance and you grow your capital. You know, becoming wealthy and becoming successful, it is just a mindset. Just mind the way you see things, the way you see things and observe them, the way you reason with some things. It is okay. The coin was going up and I got 2%. It is okay. When you get 2%, isn't that enough for you? 2% of $4,000. Isn't that enough for you? You see? Isn't that enough for you? Some people, you are so greedy. You have much love for money. I also have much love for money. But I don't want to stay in the market for long. I love money so much. No one loves money like me. I love money so much. But with this, I don't want to stay more in the market. Because for you, you will be waiting for 3%. I've already got 0.85%, which is $34 of my $4,000. This is already 100, about to 130,000 Ugandan shillings. Emitwalo 13. I'm already cheering. Okay, greedy, 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 greedy. Ah, greedy. And the more they take a profit, the longer you stay in the market. The more they take a profit, the longer you stay in the market. It is crypto ambassador. Me, I'm part of the crypto ambassadors. Of course, if you go to the YouTube channel of the crypto ambassadors, you will find me there. You'll find my trainings there. But mostly this thing I don't share it because I know people are using little capital, but I don't share it. Me, I have just given you a secret that most of the time when you set a coin, the coin, it does two things. Sometimes it comes down, or it can go up by a certain little percentage. If you have more capital, you can do that. This is not done by someone having $50. No. So they're done by someone having no. Because with $100, you'll be getting little profit. But those with the capital, you can play it that way. Tap, the coin goes by 0 point something percent, it gives you $50 or $100, you sell it off. You come out from the market, you set another one, it does the same. Tap, you come out from the market. All right, so allow me to stop here for today. You know, overtraining, people cannot understand things in just one day because learning is a process. So learning is a process. Allow me to stop here today. Allow me to stop here. Thank you for being part of the training. Thank you for being part. You forgot about the margin calls. No, the margin calls are already there. 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 Signals are not favoring us who are using HTX. How are they not favoring? Because some coins that we are trading are also in HTX. Also in HTX. Thank you. Someone is saying, we thank you, Leader Chris. I enjoy training. You are very funny. Thank you for the training session. Okay, I have added the capital. How can I change? Don't change if you still have a coin that is trading. Thank you for God bless you. I'm slowly learning because I'm still new. Okay. Jero, I've seen you in a Uganda training. I've seen you in the Uganda training, part of the Uptop Boss team. I was lucky to attend. Thanks, Mentor Chris. Okay, so you don't normally attend. You didn't say about take a safety allocation. Oh no, that is I did not talk about it because it is not so important. You just leave it as it is. Thank you. Zambia. Okay, my brother from Zambia. You enjoy your training. You are very funny. More love from Zambia. Okay, I greet you. I greet you from there. So that is teaching us. God bless you abundantly. Around I get out floating loss. Yeah. So if you get out from the deep, then make sure that you trade one coin with more margin calls that gives you safety, and you trade under the sub-bin mode real time settlement, you will be making some money. Maybe sometime you can teach how one can pick a coin without signal. Leader Julius is already teaching that always in the morning. Thank you very well. I learned a new method how to grow my capital. Thanks. Okay, so thank you for being part of the training. We love you all, the crypto ambassadors, wherever you are. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for trusting us and being part of our community, the crypto ambassadors. We love you.